I wanted to work with Delinda Kay for several reasons. I actually watched her previous productions, and I absolutely fell in love with the message that she was trying to put out, and I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to work with Delinda Kay because I've been with her for quite a long time, and I understand that she is a visionary, and everything that she writes has a message to it, and I wanted to be a part of that journey.
I had seen some of her other productions, and I seen that they were very inspirational, and they all had a message, and I felt like I should be a part of it.
Saw her on Facebook, sent the resume, saw her work. She sent a couple, I think she had sent me, I can't remember the name of the movie, but she sent me something, and I saw a little clip of it, and I was like, yes, that's it, I want to work for her.
I saw some of her productions, and I thought they were very inspirational, and I felt that if I work with her, I can bring some of my maybe acting skills.
She gives people opportunities. At one point, I know that I never did anything before, and she came up to me and she said that she would help me get to where I need to be, to learn how to do acting and everything and not be nervous. And so I'm glad to work with her.
Because I knew that she made faith-based movies, and faith is a huge part of my life.
She has a vision and a ministry that reaches all who are hurting. And it's just like the scripture says, go out into the highway and hedges. And that's what she's doing through film, is going out into the highway and hedges. And the film ministers to hurting people. And I wanted to be a part of Delinda Kay's production.
I've been working with Delinda Kay a long time on a lot of plays, and I just like the whole theater part of it. The acting, I liked all of it. So it's been a while that I've worked with her.
Some of the challenges of bringing my character to life, that some of the things that Joy went through were some of the things that I had already experienced in my life. So it kind of was like reenacting some parts that I didn't want to relive.
One challenge that made my character so difficult to bring to life, I think, was I literally got the script. I was picked up as a last minute because I guess someone could not fulfill the role. So I was given the role the day before filming. So I had to try to feed off the cast, what the vibe was like, to try to fill my character in. And it worked out. I seen how Stacks was, and okay, I'm gonna feed off of that. I'm gonna feed off of her energy.
I would have to say that some of the main challenges that I had in bringing my character to life was diving back into a younger part of myself and really pulling that forward.
My partner, he played my husband in the movie, and he was a shy person. I had to literally get the goofy side out of him and show him that it's okay. We all don't know what we're doing right now, but we trying.
Trying to play that bougie, uppity part.
The feel for the different characters that I had to relate to, being able to be flexible to go from person to person, working with their characters and spreading it out. You have to reach out to identify and relate to the other actors and their characters, and you have to sort of flow with the different parts and the different actors.
Being able to make people laugh in spite of their chaos, and just making them happy.
I'm not sure if it was a challenge or not. My character is somewhat bossy, depending on who you ask, of course.
Some of the challenges to bringing my character to life was getting into the mindset of Tori.
I usually play nice roles, so I had to dig into this role and become the character that I needed to be.
I feel this film is different from a lot of the other films because it has a meaning, a true meaning to it that a lot of people can relate to.
I feel like this film is different from other films because there's never one scene where you look at it and think why it's in there. Everything has a message and everything has something that you can take home with you.
It shows some ups and downs of tribulation from women that went through a lot, and they went through their situations together, and it showed them that with God's help, anything is possible. It can get you out of anything as long as you believe and pray and keep your head up.
This film actually has a powerful message that people can actually relate to in today's time.
It's going to show a lot of emotion, a lot of, some people may cry, some people may laugh. but it's going to touch a lot of people, especially if you've had a background that has been a little rough, or not truly understanding to everyone outside. It's going to touch you. All
of the strength that you'll see when you are looking at this film, and there are things that are actually happening that some people don't really know about. So we're going to get that message out there, and most films aren't really getting to the really deep parts of what's going on in the world today.
I think this film will reach a lot of people and connect to the situations that people go through and don't talk about.
It ministers to hurting people. It gives them a healing.
I think this film addresses a lot of social issues, a lot of current events. I think it's one that a lot of people can identify with based on their life experiences, and I think it's important because everybody's going to relate to something in it.
But this film is different than any other film out there, first of all, because it's Christian based. And even though some of the actions you may think otherwise, you can watch a clean, family-oriented film without violence or profanity.
It talks about broad topics and things that's going on in the world today.
I would describe my character to the audience as a very weak woman. She doesn't really have a voice.
A woman that is curious about what's going on in her household, and when she finds out, she's willing to do anything for her husband to stay with her.
As a strong individual trying to love their loved ones and try to be forgiving to them, which is very hard.
Struggling with something that finds strength to overcome it.
Just 2 words: annoying, aggravating.
Bougie.
I would describe my character as very slick and cocky.
My character, I would describe as being hilarious, a comedian.
Sassy, funny. It's different for me, but I like my character.
She deals with a lot of different personalities. I think she's non-judgmental, and I think she seeks to relate to the other characters that she's working with. It's very sensitive to who they are.
I would say that Tori is one who has an internal fight within herself, and she battles with things.
I would describe my character as rowdy and very rough around the edges, but she has a good heart.
I feel like she's still a weak character.
When I got the role of my character, I was just so excited because I always wanted to do acting, but I put it on the back burner to raise a family and pursue a career.
When I received my role of my character, I was quite shocked and I was a little scared because I didn't think I would be able to bring that character to life.
Very excited. To be honest with you, it felt like it was unreal to me. But I was excited, didn't know what to expect. But again, I'm glad I got the role.
I was super excited. I did not think it was something that I would actually get. So I was truly excited to be casted in the Delinda Kay production.
I was shocked. I never did anything like that before. I learned my scenes, and it was a struggle to learn, but with Miss Kay's help, I had got my little bubbles out and got it done.
When I received my role, I was very excited.
My reaction was very excited. I was kind of nervous at first. Didn't know any of the other people. Just met Delinda, Miss Kay. So I was kind of nervous but excited and overhead. So yeah, I was excited. That's all I can say. Still am. If you can't tell.
I was excited and I was very happy because this is a dream of mine. I always dreamed of being an actor,
Well, actually, the part that I play, it actually is like the mother figure. And because I am the senior member of the group, it felt quite natural that nurturing part would come in. So I think that's what happened. I could relate age-wise and look at the other people that I relate with a sort of a mother image, and it works well with me.
I was honestly nervous at first, and then honored.
I was like, oh boy, I really have to dig into being this person because I usually play nice roles, but I was up for the challenge.
I laughed. It's a challenge because it's a little different.
I think the audience will react to this film in a positive way. The film actually gives a story of overcoming and strength. And so I feel like they will react to it in a positive way.
I think the audience will react to this film in many different ways as it relates to a everyday life type of situation for many women.
You may cry. Like you may, like I said, see somebody in your family that's going through the same thing, so they may relate because they feel like the actors in this movie are very passionate about their roles.
Some heartbreak, you're gonna have some tears in it, you'll have joy, you might have some stuff that you can remember in your past that made you realize like you had to focus on God and do what you had to do to get where you needed to be.
I feel like the audience will have various reactions. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll smile a little bit, but you'll always have something to go home and think about constantly.
Very positive. I don't see any negativity coming out of it. But like I said before, expect some tears, some emotional moments, and some funny moments.
You might cry, you might have moments that you laugh, and then it'll make you think as well.
Amazement. They will also feel the emotions within the film, and I think it will inspire a lot of people as well.
By laughing, they're gonna cry, they're gonna be smiling, they're gonna be feeling warm and bubbly all over.
The audience is going to walk away with it touching each and every one of them in some way. Every person that sees this will be able to identify and relate to something they see in this movie, and I think it'll make all of them walk away and think about it. It gives them some of the food for thought. I think there'll be food for thought and a lot of personal awareness.
It is important for viewers to watch this film because it teaches about second chances and not to give up on life.
It's important for people to come out and watch this film because you start to learn that it pays to be compassionate to one another. You never know what someone else may be going through, and it teaches you to look a little bit past yourself and really think about why someone does what they do.
It's going to impact your life.
It talks about broad topics. It talks about things that people are going through in their everyday life. And it's healing and it may help someone.
I think it would be important for viewers to watch because they're going to get that healing. They're going to leave with positivity.
I think it becomes a matter of it relating to growth. I think they'll see themselves in it or people that they know. And I think this movie offers hope, a change, growth, development. I think people will see that in it.
You will see yourself, perhaps a loved one, someone that you may see in the street, and it's going to show you that you as an individual has to change your actions and thoughts toward others.
I think it's important for people to see that films still have meaning, and films can still make an impact and make a difference.
This film impacted me because my character was very relatable. So when I actually did her part, I thought about situations that I was in previously, and I feel like I projected that on film.
This film impacted me because even though I know people have daily struggles, it allowed me to realize that there are various reasons that people do the things that they do and have the problems that they have.
To get out of my bubble, my quiet shell, and now I have a family that I can be goofy with and be myself.
It encouraged me and it let me know that I always have someone I can talk to when I need to. If I'm going through chaos, I always have somebody that I can lean on.
Well, I think it was timely, first of all. I think like I said, what's going on in the world, I think people need to see that no matter what's going on in your life, that there can be change and growth, putting your past behind you, moving forward. And I think it's uplifting. That's what I think most of all, is uplifting.
It caused me to look at myself and to view others, because you never know what someone is going through, and you have to be patient and just love, show love.
I can go a place that I did not think I can go to in acting.
It's people who are struggling every day with situations and things that they're going on with their life. And it helped me to look at people different sometimes, because we never know who's struggling. It's always helpful to pick other people up.
The acting part of it changed me because it dug deeper down inside of me of something I didn't know I had.
It's taught me commitment and responsibility.
Acting hasn't changed me a lot. I'm still the same person. I'm just more confident in myself now.
Acting has changed me in so many different ways that it's hard to describe.
Acting has changed me because it actually pulled me out of my bubble that I was in. I did not think that I could act. I did not think that I could do it, remember the lines or anything. So being a part of this film, it brought out a side of me that I really didn't know that I had.
Acting as a whole has changed me in various different ways. Throughout my life, my family always told me that I was meant to be an actress or meant to be in theater at some point. But it allowed me to become very confident in myself. And even though I get nervous with a lot of the roles that I'm given, I know I can do it.
It has changed me. It has changed my outlook on life. I am more positive now. I'm more happy, less depressed.
Acting, it's something that's just amazing to me. I enjoy the different stories, the different characters, the different parts. It's the challenges to relate to the different storylines we have. And one of the things I like most of all, it gives you an opportunity to express yourself.
Acting has made me become more open. I'm an introvert, so it has made me be more just open with people.
Acting has changed me by allowing me to get out of my comfort zone. I am naturally an introverted person. I'm very shy, but acting has allowed me to meet good people and has allowed me to be more open.
Acting has truly changed me and my life for the better. It has helped me to grow into talents I never thought I could do, such as direct, learn a script in 2 days if need to be. Never knew I could do any of that stuff. So it has changed me to be a better person and to open up more.
Oh, they're gonna love it. The audience are going to be surprised. And I'm sure in some areas they may see themselves or a family member. It's going to be really good. So I encourage everyone to come out and watch Sheltered. You'll be blessed.